My name is Erin Hatzikostas, and I'm a professional speaker on the topic of authenticity in the workplace. And so, because I talk about authenticity, everything I'm going to tell you here is no BS. So, I want to talk a little bit about Right Light Productions and specifically Sean LaFramboise and my experiences working with him. I've actually worked with Sean for maybe 6 years now on a number of videos, and I'll tell you why, because I have worked with other videographers, other editors. There's a few reasons. The first is he's the whole package. Like, it's not often that you find someone that is such a master on the production level of videos as Sean, and also can be the creative, the editor, the producer, the director. Like, he does it all. And the reason I worked with Sean is specifically most recently on my speaker demo reel, which, if you know the speaker world, that's like pretty important stuff. And I picked Sean because I wanted a partner. I didn't want a vendor. And here's why. I firmly believe that to compete in this world, it's not about outworking people, it's about out-uniquing. So I wanted a video that didn't look like every other speaker reel, scissor reel, bada boom, bada boom. And to do that, I had some creative ideas, but the best creative output is never from one person. It's from this co-creation, this feeding off of each other. And I knew I needed somebody not only with creativity, but a vibe, and probably most importantly, somebody that would push back on me, that wouldn't BS me, that wouldn't just, placate me and be like, that's a great idea, Erin. And that's exactly what I got. So much so that when we worked on my video, at one point he basically made me move back the production date for the date we were going to do some of the filming, because he's like, we're not ready. We don't quite have it. And we would meet, and we wanted to do something really creative, and we would feed off each other. It's almost like the movies where he'd say something, I'd say something, but he knew we weren't quite there yet. And he was so right. And I'm so excited to say that I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I worked with him. That video, I will tell you, not only has landed me several gigs, but I just recently, about a month ago, was selected to the Super Bowl of speakers. I was selected out of almost 100 speakers. They pick 6 every year to speak at the International Association of Speaker Bureaus, which are they're like the grand poobah of the speaking industry. So this is like the most coveted slot. And when somebody asked me, why do you think you made it? I heard from so many people, the slate was incredible. There were so many great speakers. And I know that it was almost all because of my reel, because it was different. It was unique. It was funny. It had a vibe. It had an energy. And that came through the co-creation with Sean and Right Light. And so I really encourage you, as you think about your content strategy, your video strategy, so often there are so many vendors, there's things in a box, and we can produce this. But what happens when you take sort of like the in the box, or somebody to do this and somebody to do that, and you leave it all to you, is that creative co-creation, uniqueness gets lost inherently. And so that's why I think you should consider working with him. It's because of the partnership and the energy and the vibe and the full package, and the thing that you most need, which is somebody that's not going to just tell you what you want to hear. So I hope you really consider working with them. Not only do we have a great product, some of my best memories in my speaking career all go back to working with Sean. So hopefully it works out for you and you go create something amazing.